What's up, everybody? It's Monster Core, Monster Renee Core, the K, and we are still haunting hardcore, but not many days left of this. So today we just wanted to do a video of how many animatronics we actually have, because I have no idea. So we're going to count them. It's going to be a very relaxing, kind of long video, I guess. And we're going to count how many we have. I'm going to name them. I'm going to tell you how they did for us, and move on. We'll also show you who we got now from the 50% off sales, which actually still happened yesterday. The first day was November 1st, and we did go back yesterday, which was Friday, and I don't really know what day it was. Actually, let's see. Tuesday was October 31st, Wednesday was November 1st, Thursday was November 3rd, Friday November 4th. So they did have the 50% off deals from November 1st, November 2nd, and November 3rd. And we did go back yesterday. Me and Jonathan went. And Tabby went too, to a couple spirits. And we grabbed the Slim. And no more animatronics. We did grab a bunch of like fun stuff. We did actually grab something from Party City though. We grabbed the Rising Girl and the Ice Cream Clown. So that's going to help our haunt. Jonathan, be careful up there, please. Let me go help my son with this ladder before he falls, and we'll start counting. All right, so we're going to start with the ones in the back and try to keep count here. So this guy's, what's his name? This guy's name? He's from Lowe's. Is he towering?
12-foot Scarecrow.
All right, he's a 12-foot Scarecrow from Lowe's. So we bought this guy broke. We tried to fix his jaw a couple times, and the jaw is still broke. The most important thing about him is his jaw moving. His voice is awesome. His eyes light up red. He doesn't move other than his jaw. So if that doesn't work, then it's really not a cool prop. It's massive. It's 12 feet. It's awesome. It goes perfect with the Scarecrow area. But we got to fix his jaw. Otherwise, we're returning him and hopefully getting another one next year if they do come out with one. And we'll call the company and see if they exchange the jaw. So this is number one. 12-foot Scarecrow from Lowe's.
12-foot Inferno Pumpkin.
Number two, 12-foot Inferno Pumpkin Scarecrow, his name is. So I wanted this guy for years. They re-released him this year online. They didn't have him listed, but one day when we went to a Home Depot on a whim, there he was with about 7 other boxes of his brothers and brothers. So Inferno Pumpkin Scarecrow is number 2, 12-footer. Definitely one of the coolest, quietest, awesomest 12-foot static, if you want to call him that. I don't know if you call him a static because he has lights and his eyes have the life eyes. So whatever you want to call him, you call him. But he's awesome. That's number 2. Okay, number 3. He is from Party City, Halloween City. Really wasn't expecting to get him because the price tag was $500, but we were able to get a great deal on him. So we grabbed him, and what's this guy's name?
12-foot towering pumpkin creep.
Okay, so he is called the 12-foot towering pumpkin creep. Now he is awesome. He fit our display back here perfectly. This was the idea I had in my head when I was envisioning this before I de-weeded everything in here, and he fit perfect. God bless you. And his hands are awesome. Look at his hands. He actually lasted too. We had some pretty bad wind gusts for the whole month of October, and I think we got him in October. Do you remember when we got him?
I think at the beginning of October.
It could have been the beginning of October or the end of September. So he lasted. He's actually handled the elements pretty well. It rained a bunch of times. We never covered him, just like we never covered towering Scarecrow and IPS, and they lasted. So the 12-footers last as far as these guys go, and the only thing about him is his head is so big that he doesn't always tilt his head back and forth, side to side.
Because it's full of water.
Oh, okay, so it's full of water. So you know what we're gonna have to do next time? We have to drill a couple holes in the bottom, especially on the bottom tilt, to let the water out. So that's something to keep in mind, everybody, right? So when we take this guy off and he's full of water, maybe we'll even show you. But that's something to keep in mind for the future, because he is awesome. And if you have him, the only way to take care of him is to drill holes in the bottom of his jaw, I guess. but his lights light up. He has a cool saying. His voice is awesome, and he does move his head side to side. His arms don't move. Nothing else about him moves, but his face lights up, and it's a really cool effect. So that's number 3. Okay, number 4 we have Strawman. Now this guy is expensive. He's over $329, I think he is. And if you got him on the half price sale the other day, or got him for a display model and got the extra 25% off on that, that's a well worth get, because he lasted, and he moves. His mouth moves. His eyes light up. He's very creepy looking, and he's definitely one of the coolest scarecrows that they have. So that's Strawman, number 4, Spirit Halloween. All right, so now we're doing number 5, and this man or demon or crow is called Lord Farquaad.
Lord Raven.
Lord Raven. He was aliasly named by Nate, that guy on YouTube, Lord Farquaad. But he is called Lord Raven. This is number 5, and this guy is missing his head. Why is he missing his head? Because when it rains, you need to take off the arms, which is very simple. It's just pull the little U-bars, the U-clips, whatever you want to call them, out, and we take his head off too, because you can't put a garbage bag over him with the head, and it's a very easy take off and put back on. So that's something to do to preserve this guy. And he is also awesome. He's very creepy. He has a cool voice. Does his eyes light?
Yes.
His eyes light red?
Yes.
Okay, his eyes light red, and he has a really cool, very creepy motion. So he's definitely someone to get to if you ever see him again. I'm gonna get nailed by Jonathan's arms right now, but again, awesome. Definitely fit this this area perfectly. That's number 5. Oh, he's also from Spirit Halloween. Like I said, this is gonna take a little time because we probably have a little bit over 100. So get yourself a nice cup of coffee, or a soda, or a juice, or something like that, or maybe a nice ice frosted beverage because it is a Saturday, and enjoy. Hey, what happened to your head? All right, so there you have Lord Raven. So Lord Raven is number 5. He has awesome hands, some Velcro there to put his cape and his cloth down, terry cloth. But he's awesome. So keep an eye on him in the future. If you can grab him, definitely grab him. You cannot leave him open. He has to be bagged up. All the small ones from Spirit Halloween and Party City, you have to bag up. And the size garbage bag that worked for us the best was 52 gallon. So anything over 52 is big enough to go over these guys. All the the regular, not the regular, but all the average size animatronics that you get from Spirit and Party City, and even Home Depot and Lowe's. So make sure you bag them up, otherwise they're not gonna last. That's number 5. Number 6. This is the pop-up pumpkin scarecrow. Now he's also one that we grabbed from Halloween City from our friend Patrick. Who also took care of us very well. Very thankful for that. Everything he did for us. This guy is awesome. He completely made this area more cooler. Look at his green hands. I'm sure if you put a cool light on him, he would even have more of an effect. We did not have any lighting over here because we do have a very bright street light, LED street light that doesn't help, which is good, but for a Halloween themed thing, it doesn't do well for us. But anyway, so this guy jumps up. He has a cool voice. He did well. I don't think he is weatherproof, but his box, if you take a look, is over here, and we kind of had it covered for the most part. And if you look into it for the future, you can bag him up, which Jonathan very niftily did with a gallon Ziploc bag from Home Depot, from Costco. His mechanism is as crappy as they're all made. The plastic thing that will not last if something gets caught in there, or if it goes off kilter. So you have to be careful with this. We did have it, I guess, balanced and supported by Grandpa Jack's old picnic table from my old Connolly house that we're trying to eventually restore. And also definitely reinforce his base with bricks. Yard stakes are only going to do so much for him, so you have to put bricks on underneath all these big guys, that especially the ones that move hard and have a big jerk. So definitely consider that for the future. And one little thing we just added to this area in the back was a bunch of like yard tools, you know, rakes and shovels and pitchforks, whatever we had, hole diggers, just to make it more of an area of, you know, of scarecrows and a yard and stuff like that. I also used a couple of my brother-in-law's custom-made pumpkin jack-o'-lanterns that just set the whole thing off. It would look great. It really did. We could do more next year. We will go further. This really was a whim thing to do, and it worked out awesome. It was one of probably the coolest areas of the entire haunt. I gotta say, the most organized. We also had the wind spinners that I've held all these years, and they just completely just made it even more cool, I would say, because we had this whole entire street blocked off, and this was perfect. It was really it was packed. It was like a block party, and we're going to do it again next year. Same thing. Close the street down. Most importantly, for the kids to be safe, families to be safe, because no cars would be driving down this block during the chaos of Halloween, and kids not even paying attention, and parents, you know, watching their kids, and it's just too chaotic to have cars driving down this small block. Especially that we did have this area for the scarecrow area, the pumpkin area. This area in my driveway, which was a last minute too, because we didn't know where to put the clowns, so we had them set up there, but not in any kind of not a theme, not a tent, which we wanted to do. We just couldn't get to it, but it still worked out good. It really did. It worked out great. Nozzles was awesome with the fog and stuff like that. So, like I said, this street being closed off was tremendous. So, thank my friend Mike Riley for that one. All right, so we're up to number 7 now. Like I said, you bag these guys up in the rain. Halloween night it did start raining, so we bagged them up before the night ended, which was good. And this guy is from Spirit Halloween, and he is Possessed Pumpkin. Now, in the beginning of the year, I really had no interest in getting this guy, because to me he just he didn't do anything. I don't know. I mean, he moved back and forth and his eyes lit up. I mean, to me, in the beginning, I was like, you know, how many animatronics we're gonna buy? So I had to, like, you know, be, you know, a little bit picky and choosy. But at the end of the year, we did get him. This was last year. We grabbed him. Me and the Sound Healing Vikinga. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Sound Healing Vikinga. We went and we did our 50% off sale the day after Halloween, and we also did really good. We got a bunch of animatronics last year. I think we grabbed like 5 or 6. So the time to buy these guys at the end of the year is 100% if you are into this hobby and haunting and stuff like that. So that's when you get them, if you can't afford them in the beginning, because they're very pricey. But anyway, he did not work as far as his voice. You didn't hear any sound effects. Now, I'm not sure why. Never really looked into it. But he still fit the area really well. He obviously goes with this perfectly. And he's awesome. His hand was broke when we bought him. So what we did was we taped it with Gorilla Tape right there. You're not going to see it because when you put the sleeves over it, it's unnoticeable. And then in the rain, you know, if it does rain and you have to cover them with bags, the same concept. You just pull the U-hooks up and drop it down, and you drop a bag over him, and he's good to go. So there you go, Possessed Pumpkin from Spirit Halloween. I believe that was 2022. So that is number 7. Here we have Night Stalker. Now, I got this guy in 2021, I believe, when we first really started our push on getting animatronics. And to me, he was awesome. He's very annoying because he keeps laughing, and this thing in the back obviously bent. Okay, you can see that bent right there, so that's gonna need to be some reinforcement. But once again, Gorilla Tape, okay, not duct tape, Gorilla Tape. You won't see it. If you want to get certain colors to match it, it's fine, but to reinforce a lot of these, we use Gorilla Tape. And last year we didn't have him up for some reason. I think because Jonathan just got a little too burnt out, because he sets up all the animatronics. I do not. I just give him that freedom to do that. But he's awesome. His head moves back and forth, his eyes light up yellow, and he just keeps laughing and laughing and laughing. It gets annoying though, you know, if you have him on loud, and you know, if he's around some area that you can hear him all day long, it'll drive you insane. So just take note of that if you do have this guy. But he's over here and he's away from any kind of you know, action and people and neighbors. So that's where he stayed, and he was awesome. Spirit Halloween. Pretty sure it was 2021. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So far 8 animatronics. And just so you know, I'm sure you already do, that is us right there. So if you want to scan that code, you can connect with us on every media platform. I'll try to hold it as still as possible. Okay, that's our Halloween themed sticker, our Halloween themed logo. That's the bigger one. And then Sound Healing Vikinga's logo. She's almost at 900 subscribers, so if you want to subscribe to her today, if you're still watching, please hook her up. Sound Healing Vikinga on YouTube. And this is the group we were a part of this year, Staten Island Haunted Houses. They recruited us because they saw our horn from last year, and we definitely fit that group. So next year it's going to be even bigger. Let me press pause. Okay, so I definitely need Jonathan over here to tell me the names of these guys, because I don't know them all. I'm still learning as we go. But this guy, now I'm pretty sure we grabbed him for Party City. Okay, yeah, Party City, and I remember we got it at a weird location, which was like they had the old school boxes and stuff like that. And John's like, this guy is classic and all this stuff. I'm like, yeah, we gotta get him, and we got him for like a decent price too. The discount was kind of in effect at that time, maybe 15% off, which 100% helps. But anyway, his name is Lantern Jack. And a lot of the scarecrows are like Jack Straw, Jack Stalker, and Pumpkin Jack, all these different Jack names, which is really cool. But this guy is awesome. He doesn't move. He has no any like thrashing effect. His head doesn't move. His mouth doesn't move. But his eyes light up, which is really cool. His lantern lights up, and he has an awesome sound effect. So it's very creepy. It's perfect. It's a good, I don't know if you want to call it a static or whatever you want to call it, but it's definitely a cool scarecrow to get if you can grab him. And he would be what number? Number 9. Engine number 9 on the New York Transit line. If my train comes off the track, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Come on, who knows the rest? Back on the scene, crispy and clean. All right, let's keep going. Okay, number 10. Now this guy is a classic, very hard to get. What is his name? Smiling Jack. Smiling Jack. See, another Jack. So now this guy is awesome. He's I think his back spring mechanism, or maybe the little wire that's in there, cracked.
No, it's
a gear. So maybe we'll definitely get to check out a bunch of these in the, you know, when we start fixing them again, like next year when we start going through them. Maybe we'll do it now, just to take a look what's wrong with them. Probably a good idea to do. But anyway, Jonathan modified his pitchfork because he did have a shovel, and Jonathan did it in his own way, and he did this I think 2 years ago, which is very creative. I love it. And of course, Jack is a great name. That's my dad's name. And there's my dad's shoes, his boots, I mean, right there. So we put them on him because his boots, I think, are a little bit smaller. And it actually gives it more weight to keep him in place. Wait, Laughing Jack. Wait, laughing or smiling? Smiling Jack. Now, he was from Party City. I mean, he was from Spirit Halloween, right?
Party City.
Oh, he was from Party City?
You're getting confused with Rusty.
Oh, that's right, Rusty. So yeah, he's like a newer model of Rusty. Rusty, who's also a sitting scarecrow pumpkin guy. But Rusty has a, what does he have? Is he Leatherface thing?
He's a baghead, a sack head.
He's a sack head. He doesn't have a pumpkin. He's like a scarecrow sack head. But what does he have in his hand?
Chainsaw.
He has a chainsaw. So Rusty and him are kind of similar but different, and they do the similar motions. So that's something to keep in mind. But anyway, this guy's awesome. We grabbed him, I think, also in 2020, right?
2021.
2021. So whenever we grabbed him, that was awesome. And he's definitely something that we're happy to have. So that is number 10. Jonathan is bagging up all the bags. Very good. Put that pumpkin back together again. Okay, so now this guy. This guy is the Deadwater collection from Home Depot, right?
Yeah.
What's his name?
I don't know.
I don't know him either. So he was from Home Depot this year, and he's supposed to give you like a smacking hug, right? What does he do? Okay, he's like a grabbing scarecrow. Now this grabbing Scarecrow did not last. His mechanisms broke, and it was very, you know, much of a letdown. He lasted like a couple, I would say maybe a week or two, if that. But then his arm snapped, and I can even show you what it looks like. All right, so this piece broke off. This looks like an umbrella.
It didn't break off.
An umbrella stand.
It just fell off.
All right, it just fell off. I mean, if we open it up and look at it a little bit, it probably just needs a screw to put in, and then it'll come like that. There you go. Where's the hole? Okay, see if it goes back in. I'll push down. All right, leave it in for now. That's all right. All right, so that's how it looks. It's a piece of plastic. I have no idea where the other piece is. We'll find it. But that's the piece that goes on the other side, and it comes at you, and it tries to give you it tries to grab you. But you don't really remember this guy's name?
I mean, I can check.
Well, it was for Home Depot this year, and we did want. Jonathan really wanted this guy, and I tell you, it's a cool one. It fit this area well as well. I mean, fit this area as well. But you know, it broke. It didn't even last not even 3 weeks. So you know, whatever. But we're gonna return them, exchange them, and get another one. That's just the way it goes. And he's number 11. All right, number 12. Now I know who this guy is. He was handing out our stickers and candy and stuff like that. Once again, hit that. Click on that QR code. So he is sitting Scarecrow, and the reason why he's just sitting Scarecrow is because he has no red eyes. I don't think he's the red eye one. I can't tell right now. I don't think he's the red eye one. Well, anyway, we got him a couple times. We got him last year, and I think we got him the year before too, when he was on sale, because he usually is over 100. I don't know if he was like 129, 139. He's from Party City. And then they always make him like a sale for $99 somewhere during the middle. And then actually towards the end of last Halloween, I believe it was, he went even on more sale because there was one that was broken. So we got him for I think $49.99, whatever it was. The price was like cut in half from a half. So we had to get him. And then we were actually able to fix him or, you know, exchange him for a new one. So he did well for us this year. He did really well. And his mechanism is he lifts up and he scares you and does a cool voice, and he's pretty awesome. So that is number 12. Now you have Gordo. Good old Gordo. And if you take a look at our sticker, we kind of copied the motif of Gordo just to make it the Halloween theme. That was like also a last minute thing to do for our sticker logo, because our original sticker logo is the Green Goblin from Spider-Man, and we made him into Blue Goblin. But anyway, Gordo. So this Gordo did last, but the only thing about this Gordo is that you have to sometimes push him down or help him to go down, and then if he doesn't click down, then he's shot. That's like a known issue with him. And I think one thing also is that when you do shut these off, you can't leave him up like this, because if the wind blows, then he's got to come off the gear. So that's something to keep notice of. And you know, when we try to shut off our animatronics, we try to make sure they're all like back down where they're supposed to be. So something to keep notice of. But Gordo was awesome. He was one of our centerpieces in the middle here, and he did well. He really did well. He was a great buy this year. And Jax is the one who wanted him, so we grabbed him for, you know, we only grabbed him for the 20% discount, which is, you know, a little pricey. I forget how much he cost, but at the time it was just full force buying animatronics, and you know, at that point we were figuring, you know, get him now before we can't get him. So anyway, you are number 13, Gordo, right? Number 13. Good old number 13. All right, number 14 here. Now this guy's a smacking Scarecrow. I can't remember his name, so I'm gonna have to get Jonathan to tell me. And I can't remember if he's from, I'm pretty sure he's from Party City. I gotta get Jonathan. Okay, so number 14, what's his name? Okay, this is Inferno Scarecrow, and he's from, you said from Home Depot?
Yes.
Really? Yes. All right, so this guy's from Home Depot. He has a great voice. He has cool eyes. Does this light up?
Yeah.
The
No.
ribcage doesn't light up, but he does a one-hand smack. So that's something really cool. So that's Inferno Scarecrow number 14 from Home Depot, and he's 2021? We know he broke. Yeah, he was more of a static. He did work in the beginning, but then he broke during. So anyway, all right. So now this guy is scary sitting Scarecrow.
No.
He's not scary sitting Scarecrow.
No, that is.
I made a mistake. This isn't the eye guy.
Yeah.
All right. So this is sitting Scarecrow, and that's scary sitting Scarecrow. So whatever I talked to you about this one was for this one, and whatever I'm going to say about this one is for that one. But he's also very awesome. He's a good trick-or-treater. You could put stuff in his little plate, I guess, or bowl, and he has a sensor right here. So it's a good jump scare, right? You would call it a jump scare?
Yep.
Okay. He's like a pop-up jump scare. So he's number 15. All right. So now, number 16 is from Halloween City, Party City, and he is called Drop Down Scarecrow. Now he's awesome. His eyes light up. He has great sound effects. He's a good drop down scare, but his arm broke on the other side, right? So that's something we have to take a look at. We could possibly weld it. I'm going to take a look at it a little while, and I have the piece for it, but he still was great. So that is number 15 of the Scarecrows. Now, is that all the Scarecrows we have? I think we have one more in the back. All right, let's walk to the back. So up to number 15. So we did do a little bit of a haul, not a little bit, we did a good haul yesterday. We'll show you these guys later. But the other Scarecrow we got now to add to our collection, this was one we wanted I actually wanted the whole entire year. And we never got them in time because things just got crazy and we couldn't buy any more animatronics. I felt like we had too many. But I mean, can you ever have too many animatronics? So here is Jack Carver, another Jack. Right? There's the box. And his price is that, but we got it on sale for the half price, and he was broken, so we got actually cheaper. So that's what we did yesterday. And now he is number 16, right?
Yeah.
Number 16. I forgot about this guy. So now this guy, who is awesome, okay, and Jonathan noticed him at Halloween City in I believe it was North Bergen, New Jersey. Our friend Patrick.
No. It was the first sighting of Michael.
Okay, I don't know if it was North Bergen or Paramus, but whatever it was, there was 2 Halloween cities in New Jersey. We got there during I would say towards the end of September.
No.
Or in the beginning of October.
In the middle of October, mid-October.
We got it, I guess, in October somewhere. So anyway, we went there when they had Mega Wolf. We didn't know what they had until we got there. They had Mega Wolf set up on display. They had the pop-up pumpkin that Jonathan bought the display of. He really wanted that one. We got.
And from Patrick.
Did we get the Wendigo that same day? I forget who we got. We got one more.
We got pop-up pumpkin and Wendigo from Patrick, and then we got this guy from Paramus.
The other one. Okay. So anyway, so what's this guy's name?
I have no idea.
Pumpkin Grabber.
No. It's not just pumpkin grabber.
All right, so he is number, see now I've lost count. All right, so Jack Carver's 17. He's this year from Spirit Halloween. And now he's 18. So Grandpa Jack, number 18. All right, so I think he's called Pumpkin Ground Grabber or something like that. He's like he's similar to the Grave Grabber that we have. So he was actually perfect for that area because obviously he's a scarecrow, you know, like a pumpkin scarecrow, and he's got vines and stuff like that. So he was perfect for that area. And there you go, number 18. All right, so now we're going to start with the clowns. So we're up to 18. So we got this guy yesterday from Party City. He was on sale. How to get him. Not going to get him after the year's over. I'm glad we have him. He's going to fit the clown area next year. We're going to definitely start bringing up our game on Haunt more, getting more animatronics to fit the themes that we have. So he's definitely one that I'm kind of glad to get. In the beginning, I really had no interest in him, but after seeing him a couple times and seeing him at other haunts, he does have those cool green eyes, and this guy lights up his ice cream skull cone. I'm not sure if his nails light up or his tongue lights up, but he's creepy as heck. So definitely glad to get him. He definitely fits the clown area, which we're gonna next year. We're gonna make a really cool circus tent area, and it's gonna be one of the coolest zones that we have. So there you go. That's number 19. Lucky Bottoms, number 20. So we had Lucky Bottoms from last year. Last year he broke. He's from Spirit Halloween. He thrashes around really, really hard. He's awesome. He laughs. His head goes back, you know, all around and around. and his jaw opens up. He's awesome animatronic. But his mouth. You want to show him the mouth? The one that's broke? Alright, so this is the broken Lucky Bottoms. So now what happens is his jaw is not made to last. So there's wires. Not a wire, like a piece of, like a skinny piece of metal.
It's not just his jaw, it's like this entire thing.
And that thing too. So anyway, so it doesn't really hold his motion, which is something to keep into consideration when you do buy them. Right. A lot of, like we know, these animatronics are not meant to last. So that price for someone that's going to break is definitely not worth paying. But if you can get it for the half price sale, and of course if you get it for even less half price, that's the way to go. So Lucky Bottoms, definitely one to have for your clown area. He's cool as cool, but you have to be careful with him. And don't let him run all the time. Let him maybe not be on unless you're really having a display going. Other than that, you just wait for the time when it's right to put him on. I believe he's number 20. All right, so yesterday was the last day we were going to Spirit Halloween. There might be Spirit Halloween still open today. I would say so because it's a weekend and they want to get rid of whatever they have. But yesterday we don't touch the break. So yesterday we grabbed Slim. He was the one to get yesterday because I just couldn't do it the day before and whatever. But anyway, he's not cheap. Okay, $400 for him regularly. But we were able to grab the half price sale and even grab the display model. So we got him for a better price. And he works, so we're happy about getting him. He definitely is an awesome clown. He has no lighting effects, so that's the one thing that I didn't like these guys, him and Stilts, because they have no lighting. So you're gonna have to have a light projected onto them for them to actually, look cooler and be seen more at night, which you can do. I'm sure it's not that hard to do, but
I don't really think that's possible for Stilts because Stilts' head twists, and if you want lights in his eyes, the wires can get tangled up and twisted. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, right. It turns and turns, right? So anyway, we're glad to get Slim, and he is the killer clown. One of the reasons why I did want to get Slim is because he's huge, number one, and number two is because we do have Shorty from my brother-in-law, who didn't work. He worked for a second, but then he stopped working, so he. Whatever. And I did see a Shorty in the Travels the other day, and I should have grabbed him, but I don't know. I was just too overwhelmed with the entire day. It was a long day. It was a great day, but it was a long day, so I couldn't keep going. So Slim is 21. Now we're going to Shorty. Shorty's 22. I already told you about him. He doesn't work, but I still like him. I remember seeing him all last year, and I think the year before. He just never really, didn't really come to me until just recently, and then I don't know, I'm glad we have him. He's cool. A lot of people were trying to punch him though. They were fighting with him, which is not good. So next time we do any kind of a display, we have to make sure that they're not so close so people can hit him, because there's a bunch of kids and they're all having fun. They don't really understand these things cost money and they break easily. Young Crouchy. Young Crouchy we grabbed last year at the end of the year, not on the 50% sale before Halloween happened, but we grabbed him I think the last week and we got him for a good price, so I'm happy to have him. He's a cool one. His eyes light up. He has a cool sound. His claws are unbelievable, very, very scary looking, and he's a wicked looking clown, but a cool one. I definitely want to get the regular Crouchy too, so I'm going to say this year and next year I'm on the hunt for that, just to compliment him. So that's something to look out for me. And Young Crouchy is number 23. Number 24 is Heckles, right? That's Heckles the clown. So Heckles is a very sad clown, a very, very depressed clown. I'm sorry, man. I don't know why your life is so sad, but he's a cool one. I don't think his eyes lit up. I think he's very dark. I don't really know if he has any lighting except for his balloon, which is not here. Don't know where his balloon went, but he's a cool one. And I remember when we were going to Spirit over this past year, probably in I think September was when we saw him. And when we did see him, both Jonathan and Tabby were it's Heckles, it's Heckles. I'm like, okay, what do you want to do? And I'm like, let's get him. So we grabbed him. And we only got him for the 20% discount, so we paid for him. But he did well, and I'm glad that we have him part of our haunt. Again, when you bag him up, you have to bag him up. He does have the U-clips, so he goes right in very easily. There, see those? But they break, so be careful with those. And that balloon thing, you should definitely take it off and put it inside the house or secure it, because that balloon thing is the most important thing about him, I would say. But he talks. He has some cool phrases. He talks like he's whining and he's very sad, and he laughs like a very creepy laugh. So something very cool to have if you have a clown setup. And Heckles is number 24. Okay, let's unbag him. Number 25 is Whack-A-Mole. Whack-A-Mole is absolutely awesome. Totally awesome. His eyes light up. They don't spin. If they spun, they would be even more cooler. And if his mouth moved, they'd be more cooler. But you can't get everything. But he glows in a black light, which is completely even more awesome. And he has some crazy sound effects. His hammer is awesome. He's just an awesome clown. And my daughter wanted him. We got him, I think, from online. So we got him delivered. Paid that extra shipping charge and stuff like that. You know, only got that 20% discount on him, which kind of stunk. But listen, sometimes you gotta pay for things that you want. You cannot get them at stores. You can only get them online, you know, unless they re-release them next year. But in my opinion, he's totally worth it. So that's one of them we actually pay a little bit extra for. Just in case, Whack-A-Mole is number 25. Now I'm having to do like this because we're getting a little bit much and constantly talking about them. I'm forgetting how many we have. So I'm trying to get a perfect amount of how many animatronics we have today. So next we're going to do this dude. Anybody know who he is by his feet? Who is it? Oh, he's missing something in his hand. Oh, Henry Hustle. So Henry Hustle lost his other cards. Oh my God, look, he has the logo of Silent Vikinga. Subscribe to our channel. So Henry Hustle's other cards, I don't know where they are. I think they're drying off in the Shed of Doom. Let me see. Ah, yes, the Shed of Doom has the other cards because they fell off and they got wet, and now they're kind of dry, so all we do is just reattach them. And by the way, that's Gorilla Tape. Okay, it always has the orange Gorilla logos inside of it, and they have different colors. Black was one of the ones that really worked well for us. They have this size and they have a wider one. So when you do your stuff, even in regular day life, Gorilla Tape. And on the back of his cards is the Joker. It's almost like a jester, but it's a Joker. So with the sound effects of an air compressor in the background. Henry Hustle. He is awesome. I remember we got him online too a couple years ago for Tabby. For some reason, we could not get him to go in place the right way. Like he's supposed to spin. I'll show you really quick. Now his head's supposed to go down and turn, right? And this mechanism sometimes fails. Like it goes up, but then it goes back down like that, which I think this one is doing too. So that's something to consider if you have this guy or if you're getting him. He's not really made very well. And his base that we have is too skinny. So if you do just put him on regular ground, or even if you put him on the dirt, you have to redo his base. You have to make it wider because he's gonna fall, and he did fall for us, so that's not cool. But anyway, we do love this guy. He's awesome, and the only thing is we have to either buy a new one or figure out how to get this head in the right way so he functions the correct way. But this year he was just a static, unfortunately. But he's definitely one of the coolest clowns, and we do like him. And my son did modify him. I forget what he did to him. Put some kind of makeup on him or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it fell off, or his hands or something like that. Yeah, his hands. His hands got some custom lines on it, which I really think is awesome. Very cool, Jonathan. And Jonathan did that, I think, when he was 9 years old. And Double H Henry Hustle is number 28. Now we have more clowns here, but I'm not going to do these yet because... Alright, I'm looking for the other one that I want to find right now. She's not in here. Where is she? She's not in the Shed of Doom. Shed of Doom? Nope. Can't even get in the Shed of Doom right now.
She's in the garage.
Oh, let's see if she's in the garage. That one right there. So, Harriet Hustle. I'll tell you a quick story about Harriet Hustle. I remember seeing her back on Atlantic Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. The craziest, chaotic place for a Spirit Halloween, which not many people knew about because we did very well there. We got like two Baphomets, Mr. Dark, exchanged to Mr. Dark. I think do you remember who we got there? Hold on, who did we get at Atlantic Avenue in Brooklyn I think it was last year, right? Was it last year?
2 years ago and 1 year ago.
Okay, so we went there 2 years in a row, and we did do well there. And there was actually a Halloween City right next to it. So, and for some reason, they let us right in when there was a line. I don't know why, but anyway, we just got that prop. So anyway, we did get a Mr. Dark. We exchanged a Mr. Dark. We got Baphomet. We got a Mr. Howl, right, without missing his hand.
We got Nightcrawler, we got Harriet Hustle, we got Singing Scarecrow, we got Knuckles the Clown. I think that's it.
But they did have a bunch of animatronics there, I remember. So anyway, this is when we got...
We also got Sam.
Oh, we got Sam from them too, but that Sam broke. But anyway, so Harriet Hustle came from Atlantic Avenue in Brooklyn. My brother-in-law, I think it was my brother-in-law that bought him, so we gave it to him. We bought it, we sold it to him, whatever. I don't know, however we did it. But anyway, we got her. I really regret not getting her for our own collection. And then last year, Nando, my brother-in-law Nando, Domingo Decorators, was like, he wanted to give Jonathan and Tabby something for Christmas. And I'm like, he was like, I'll give Jonathan an animatronic. Which ones do you want? He really wanted Catacomb, and then Tabby wanted Harriet Hustle. So for Christmas, Nando gave Harriet Hustle to Tabby and Catacomb to Jonathan. But he gave Harriet Hustle to us to Tabby last year for Christmas. But he did not know where the display control box was, so it didn't do nothing for us. So she was just really doing nothing last Halloween. This Halloween, when he went through storage, he found the control box and she worked perfect. So Harriet Hustle. Is number 27, and there's is that Pennywise's balloon? No, that is Heckle's balloon and his hand. You can see how it comes off. These pieces right here also are very, very frail, which means like they're not really durable. So what we didn't do this year is put Gorilla Tape on this, but we're going to secure it with Gorilla Tape because these things are only plastic, and the screws, if it bends or wins, they'll crack, and then all of a sudden you beat. So Gorilla Tape. Still haunting hardcore. All right, so we're gonna layeth the smacketh downeth this ballooneth and put it with Heckle so we don't lose it. All right, so there's the count right now. Scarecrow's 18 clowns. We have 9 so far. All right, so now we're gonna go to nozzles. Nozzles is awesome. And Nate, the guy Nate, who always calls us a jalapeno. Nate, this doesn't look like a jalapeno to me. It looks like a pumpkin stem. Pumpkin stem. See? Pumpkin. Now usually the pumpkin stems are green, so pumpkin stem. That's just my opinion. All right, so nozzles. Nozzles, you are completely awesome. You do the smoke effect, the fogging effect, which is the coolest effect that he could ever do. His hoses or his nozzles, they shoot out the fog and they have the green lights coming out of it. And he also is fluorescent. You know, if you put a black light on him, he looks even more cool. He looks radioactive. His eyes light up. He is just one of the coolest clowns. So 100% get if you can get a nozzles. And he definitely is like brothers with Wacky Mole. They're definitely brothers. They're not cousins. They're brothers. So he's awesome. So let's see what nozzles is. What number? So that's our 10th clown so far. And so far we're up to number 28. 28 animatronics. All right, we're going to move over to Mr. Punchy. Now, Mr. Punchy, we did grab him at the end of the year last year. And the reason why is because he breaks. The reason why he breaks is because his bottom cape is an air blown, I guess an inflatable. And it has to stay, you know, not being ripped. Otherwise, it won't keep its air. And he moves around. He's really cool, but you have to have him on a flat base. And that's one of the other reasons why that I wanted to put him in this area, because it's kind of flat here. It's not really pitched unless you go higher. So his eyes also light up, and his mouth. This is all these wires. I'm pretty sure light up if I remember correctly. I think they do. And he has some cool sound effects and stuff like that. He's also fluorescent. He's something very cool to have, but he's problematic because of the way he's made. He's not really durable. But he's awesome. He's from Party City. I mean, from Spirit Halloween. And that's Mr. Punchy. All right, so I'm going to go to Dagger Mike. So Dagger Mike we grabbed during the middle of the season, actually towards the end of Halloween, when it was almost Halloween. And I remember getting him damaged. and he actually had two of these, and one of them he was like, I don't have no idea what's wrong with it, and then this guy, he was like, look, he opened the box, and it was like half off or a little bit more than half off, and I remember what he said to me. The guy was like, the wires, it might be stripped or something like that. So what I did was, I'll show you quick. I'll do my best showing you. So these wires, the clip on the other set of wires was pulled out. Actually, it's right here. You can see it. Right? See those three wires right there? The red, whatever colors are right there. So right there, the wires were pulled out. So what I did was I just stripped them right there. You can see that. And I cut the other ones out to the other clip. And I stripped them and I connected them. I didn't have the heat sink plastic to make it nicer, so I did it quick. But I wasn't really sure if it was going to work after I did that. But I plugged in, I heard something happen. I waited for Jonathan to come and put it together, and then when he put it together, it worked. So he is part of our collection now, and the way his head goes down after he does a jump scare looks so realistic. Like if you had a kid standing next to him the same size, dressed up as him, you would think it's real. So this guy's awesome. He really is. And I thought this was his dagger. Excuse me. But it was just actually some of the kid's dagger that was playing in our haunt. So anyway, that was just funny to me. So that Dagger Mike, awesome, from Spirit Halloween this year. Now we have Neon Ice Cream Clown. So Neon Ice Cream Clown is from Halloween City, Party City. And he's just a cool looking clown. He really is. His mouth opens. Now this is our second one, because the first one we had, his mouth was not opening wide enough. It was like going like this, like the Beetlejuice one and like the Crypt Keeper. So if the mouth just does that, it doesn't looks terrible. You know, you need to have the mouth opening and the jaw opening wide. So we actually were lucky enough to exchange him the last minute, like the last week before Halloween, and get a new one. And this one just is working great. So thank you for letting us do that. His bow tie lights up around the ring, those like strings right there. His eyes light up green, and his sign lights up as well. All right, so there you have the Neon Ice Cream Clown. His arm goes up and down. One thing with this design here is that this is not really durable. So what I did the last clown we had, because it fell off, I wrapped a piece like rubber thing around his arm, and I made the holes a little bit like lower, so because there's only a little bit of room there. So that's something to keep in mind, because this could fall off, especially if it gets too windy. And if this breaks off, then that's the end of the clown, because you're not gonna be able to re-put that together. You're not gonna be able to reattach it, and then the sign probably is not gonna glow. And I don't know if the ice cream sundae is not gonna glow, because that glows as well. That line right there, and then his bow tie. So that's very important for this clown. Those effects are everything for him. So just to keep in mind. He has blood all over him for some reason. I don't know why. Why does he have blood all over him? Is he a killer clown? Neon Ice Cream has blood all over him. Is that blood or icing? It is blood. Look at his feet. Huge feet. Okay, moving forward. Now this is something to consider too if you have this. A regular 52-gallon garbage bag does not fit over this. Okay, and let's see who it is. This is a mattress bag that we held over from last year. So now here you have Circus Popcorn Clown, or just Circus Popcorn. It's funny. I think I lost count again, so I'm going to recount, because I didn't see how much Mr. Punchy, Mr. Dagger Mike, and Ice Cream was. But anyway, I'll count it up in a second. So Circus Popcorn, or Circus Popcorn Clown, if you want to call it that. He's absolutely awesome, and I'm sure you've seen it before. He comes up, his mouth opens, his eyes light up yellow. You could actually do everything right here to make it louder or lower. It's just awesome. It's a great prop. It's not waterproof, so if you just leave it like this, water will find its way in through the sides, something like that, and then it's gonna be all messed up. You have to put some kind of weight underneath it in here when you put it together. Otherwise, it's gonna go down, and it did fall down on us because we forgot to put a rock underneath it when we set it up. But this one is awesome, and he has lights inside of it, so it's like a real popcorn machine. Some of the tape has to be refastened in there. This comes right up like this. You can see that the tape there. And guess what? You have to put Gorilla Tape. Anyway, this is definitely a must get if you can get it. And it's from Party City last year. I did see it a couple times this year, and I'm sure it was gone right away. But definitely a cool prop, and one to get if you can get it. I can't remember the price of it. It's not too much. I don't know if it was 200 or a little bit more or less, but definitely get that coupon. And if you can get this one, grab it while you can. All right, so I'll tell you the number when I just go over it again, because I'll just tell you the exact amount. This guy I wanted the whole year, and I wanted to wait for him to go on sale because I just couldn't see paying full price for half a clown. Right? Does it make sense to pay full price for something half? No. I want hardcore with my VIP Party City shirt. Anyway, I thought this guy was awesome. He has a crazy laugh. He spins around. He has two faces. I'm pretty sure his eyes light up and stuff like that. He's a very, very wicked looking clown. Awesome. Like I said, the price was a little bit high, and I was like, I have to wait until either get one that's broke or wait for that sale. And you know, when you wait for something, you get it when the time comes. Hey, Mr. Howell, what are you doing over there? All right, so as of right now, scarecrows we have 18, and clowns, it seems to me, we have 15. All right, so if you could add that up, 15 and 18 is how much? How much is that, John? Do you know? 33. Good job. I like that. So we have 33 animatronics so far. I'm going to do this in 3 parts because we're up to 51 minutes right now and I want to lose the video. So let me just end it by saying this is a nice relaxing day for me. I'm sure it's something that Jonathan is very happy to do as well. He loves to mess with this stuff. So we're going to see if we're going to turn everything back on one last time today. Depending on the weather tomorrow, we might do it again tomorrow for a little while too. But tonight's going to be probably the last display that we have because people have been asking to come by again and check it out. Let me help you, please. But we'll be back, okay? Everybody keep haunting hardcore. One more day, 2 more days, or this final week. Enjoy everything that you've done. Any setups and displays you have, enjoy them. And share your comments. Let us know what you think about how we did and what we could do better for next year. All right? All right, everybody. Haunt hardcore. We'll see you a little bit.